Yeah, hello everyone and welcome back. So last video we discussed about the Angular application. So how we can create an Angular application by using a command line. And also we have discussed about all the structures, all the folders and all the files contained in it. So today we will go ahead and we will try to understand what is Angular component. So basically, components are very fundamental building blocks for any Angular application. So in Angular, component is a basic building blocks of application UI. And in Angular, everything is built off using component. So it is a self-contained unit that encapsulates the view, the logic, and the style. Here, the view is the HTML file, and the logic we write inside TypeScript file, and style we provide inside CSS file. So basically it contains mostly four files. First, TypeScript where we write the logic. Second, HTML which provide the view of your application. Third file is CSS where we put the styles. Okay, and the fourth file is spec file where you write the unit testing. So component content for file, right? So Angular app are made up of multiple components. So if you start working with Angular, then you will see that in Angular everything is built up using components. So it is a self-contained unit that encapsulate the view, the logic and the style of a part of a user interface, right? So now we are going to see how you can create and component, and what is the command and how you can use the command line to create the component. So before that let's understand why component is important. So component is very important in Angular because it provides the modulity. So why it provide modulity? Because components allow you to break down the UI into a smaller, reusable and maintainable unit. So each component can be deployed, tested and modified independently, and you can reuse the component inside a different component. So the second point is encapsulation, because each component encapsulates its own logic, on style, on view, and on like unit test file. So it encapsulate all these four files and it becomes a component. So with this, it reduce the risk of conflict, and also it is like manageable and you can easily understand the code, right? So the third point why it is very important is like reusability. As I discussed earlier, component can be reused throughout the application. So you can have a multiple instance of a component on a different pages or part of application with a different data, so it can be reusable. So this is a very important point in Angular. So let's understand how we can create a component, and for this we are going to use like Visual Studio. And if you have seen my last video, then you can see that I have created this Angular application with the name Xadmin Dashboard, and here I have explained all the files related to it in a very brief manner. So I will suggest you to go and watch my previous lecture if you have not watched it yet. So in this video, we are going to discuss about components. So first, let's understand how you can create a component. I mean, what command you can use it. So inside app, you can see we have a app component already. Okay, so this app component is a default component comes when you create an Angular application. Now inside app, let me create one new folder. Let's say with the name components. So inside component, yeah. So inside component, I am going to create a component. So to create a component, you have to use ng component generate and your component name. So let's say that you have given the component name as demo. So this is the command you have to use, ng component generate demo, or in a short form you can use simply ng, and for component you can use c, and for generate you can use g. And then you have to provide the name of your component. So here my name of the component is demo. So let me hit enter. So ng, okay, sorry, so we should write ng generate component and the component name, okay, like this. So now you can hit the enter. Then you can see that Angular command line has created one component with the name demo. And here you can see in components folder, we got demo component. And this component, demo component, content 4 file as we discussed earlier. This is the CSS file where we can add styles and all. This is the HTML where you can see there is one paragraph with the demo works content. So this is basically your view where you can add. And this is spec.ts, so this is used for unit testing. And then we have our ts file which contain the logic. Okay, so a component content 4 files, and here you can see in the console that Angular CLI has created these 4 files, right? And what things it updated in app component, yeah, so yeah, so these are the basically 4 files it created. Now let me explain you the TypeScript file. So you see, for a component we have one decorator with the name @component. Okay, this is very important decorator. So these components are decorated with @component decorator, which provide Angular with important information about how to associate the component class with a template, with a style, and the other configurations. So if you will see here, you can see there are couple of informations are there in this decorator, right? We have a selector, so which app demo. So this is the tag basically we use. Okay, so if you want to use this component, load this component inside another component, then you have to go to that component and you have to use this tag inside the HTML of that another component. So it will load this component inside that component. And you can see we have imports, array, and we have a template URL. And you can see the template URL is like showing up component.html, this file basically. Okay, it is providing the path that with this it will load this view. In the similar manner, we have a style view. Okay, it provided the path for component.css file, this one. So this tells us about information about your component and from where you can load this file, right? So this is the way by which we can create a component. Now let's understand how to use this component. So let's say that I have something with the name city. Okay, so let's say that I have a name with city, let's say Bangalore. So this is one like city variable I have added to my TypeScript file of demo component, and I want to display the city value inside my demo view. So you can see this is demo component. Okay, so before that adding any logic inside my component, let understand how you can display this. So now you can see, okay, so let me run this. Yeah, so already this is running. Let me hit. Yeah, so you can see for now we are getting this UI. So from where you are getting this UI, let's understand. So in the last lecture already I have shown you, this is coming from your component.html. Okay, so let me delete all the content of it. Okay, and I saved it, right? Now let's go ahead again. So now you can see, yeah, so now you can see there is no content in the UI because I have removed all the data from application app component.html. Now what I want to do, so the component demo I have created, I want to use this component inside app component.html. So how we can use it, right? In the decorator I have shown you, right? There is a app demo selector. So we have to copy this, and inside app component.html we can use this. So simply you can write like this. So what it will do, yeah, so in this you have to see that you have to import this demo component inside app component also. Okay, so with this we have imported this demo component inside app component. Now we and we are using this tag inside html. So what it will do, it will load the demo component inside your app component. So as we save it, first when the application will run, it will try to load app component. It will try to render the content inside html of app component. Then it will see that there is a app demo component which is getting loaded. So app demo component is this one, demo component, right? In this what we have a demo works. So let's see that what we are getting. So here you can see that okay, let me double check. Okay, so you have to save this file. Now let me, okay, let me see what things I am missing. Okay, app component html, we are loading app demo. Okay, we have saved already. Yeah, so now you see, yeah, I think I have not saved some of the files. Yeah, so now you can see that we are able to see demo works in the UI. It means that this is getting rendered from demo component. So you can see that I was able to load this demo component by app component, right? By using this like selector inside app component.html. Now let's work with this component, demo component. So in demo component.html, you see I have added city as a Bangalore. Now in demo component.html, if you want to render the value of city, so how you can do, you can use interpolation. Okay, so if you don't know anything about interpolation, then in the next lecture I will like tell you like yeah, so like more about this interpolation concept. For now, so how to use it, you can give like double bracket, and inside this you can write the name of the property, and through this you can see, so this is a city. So I have inside this double bracket, square bracket, not a square bracket, curly bracket, I have added city. And here you can say, let write sub content. Okay, yeah, and just save it. Now you will see that we are able to load this. So we are rendering hello Bangalore. So how this happens, because we have added one property, city equals to Bangalore, and then we are rendering this value of the city inside our html by using interpolation, and then we are writing in a bracket like this. Okay, so this is the way we can do. And also means for your information, I want to add one more thing. In like interpolation, you can do like mathematical operations also. Okay, in angular it takes, let's say 1 plus 1. Okay, so this is like 1 plus 1 will do the mathematic operation, like generally it should come 2, right? So let me save it and let me show you in the ui. So you can see in the UI we are getting 2. Okay, so you can directly means use in your logic if you want to show as per your requirement in the UI. If you want to do some operations, then you can directly use this interpolation, and inside this you can do any like operation, mathematical operations also it can handle, right? Yeah, so this is about how to use component, how to create component in your application, right? Yeah, so in the next lecture we will go ahead and then we will see more about the operations, what operations we can do inside component. So thank you.